Hey there, team. Welcome to... Oh! What is this? Oh, wait, shoot. Oh, cool. Okay. Same map as before? No, different one. Have I ever been on here before? I've never been on this map. Yeah, I've never once played on this map. Very cool. Okay. This is a little 4v4 siege, I'm imagining. It's called Fort Battle. Like River Fort Battle. So I'm assuming it's a siege. But either way, we'll probably be able to tell by the armies, by what people have got set up and deployed. But it could just be a scrap over this territory. That could be kind of fun. I really like Tommy's little situation here. That looks quite nice. Just this perfectly little organised block of Arthedain Rangers sat up there. He's playing as Gondor anyway. Which for me, Gondor is a siege faction. I play it in sieges a lot. I tend not to play them in fields very much. So we'll see. Oh, we could even be defending. Anyway, so it might just be a scrap. Oh no, it looks like we're sort of setting up a defense. Either way, we'll cross that bridge after. We've got... You can look in the description. If I say attacker and defender, then it's a siege. If I don't, then if I say team 1 and team 2, then I don't. Then it's not. Gondor anyway, played by Tommy. So he's got his Treb, he's got his Arthedain Rangers. Behind them, a lot of Gondor militia infantry with that armor upgrade. So they're that sort of silvery look to them, instead of the more bronzy style. So yeah, definitely pretty solid for what they cost, for sure. Going to be able to sort of slice and dice with most orcs that might be coming at them. Marksmen of Andros over there. Wardens of Minas Ithil as well. Citadel Guard set up. What are Citadel Guard becoming? Oh, Citadel Guard are getting a javelin in the new version, so yeah. But right now they are AP spearmen. Behind them some Mithrandir's retinue there. Some brutal, swift little lancer boys. Fountain Guard in the back. Of course, double Fountain Guard. You can get 2 of them before you get in the red limit. I mean, if I didn't see Fountain Guard anywhere, you know, especially if this is a siege field, then we need them. But even a field battle, I do play Gondor in field sometimes. You know, you need them. Absolutely. Just hands down. Diego's at his side. So, wait, Tommy? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so Tommy and Diego. So, yeah, both pretty solid fighters, of course. Playing as Harad. So, Harad and Gondor is a nice little mix. Heavy armor and a heavy AP. So, Harad from Spears up front there. Lots and lots of fodder. Mid warriors. So, yeah, I mean, they are where they are. Serpent's Fangs, Southron Archers, anything crazy. Demons, of course, and Champions in Nafarat. Double Trollmen, as expected. And yeah, lots of these Southron Pikes, 3 Southron Pikes. And he's got his Black Serpents too, got some room to play with. So I think it's a good shout. He does seem to have, what we got here? Am I blind? Nope, Dismounted Serpent Guard are there too, without the armor upgrade today. But still, yeah, I mean, as far as Harad goes, quite nicely armoured. And a good bit of defensive skill to look after themselves. Dunland by Hidden. So he's got his Dunlanding clansmen there. Armor upgrade for the clansmen. Cool. Okay, nice to see the boys with their little helmets dotted around them. Gives them a little bit more staying power, really. Spear guard to their side. If we're giving... Yeah. Okay, cool. I've been wondering this for a while. So these guys are definitely armor upgraded. Aha. Okay. Yeah, because I'm never certain if the Spear Guard are armoured or not, but you can see here, yeah, they definitely do stand out as different from the others. So yeah, definitely armoured up. So that's going to make some really quite solid infantry units there for the boys. Spears of Orthanc, Riders of Orthanc, lots of these Dunman Hunters, just sort of skirmish away or pour shots into a fodder attack. Some Bane Guard, of course, with that armour upgrade again. So Hidden's gone pretty expensive, I guess, with this Dunland force. Not really sort of mass numbers. We've no doubt. Oh yeah, we are seeing some hidden units. Trollshire Axe Throwers, Snaga, Bandits as well. So yeah, okay, some hidden units, but kind of upgrades wherever he can put them, which I like. I like that a lot. We are gonna let's go to 0.5 speed for now. We're at 41,000 frames, so we're probably doing a bit of shuffling around. But let me just get through the army competitions first. So we got Filler here. He's got his Wardens in the north. Troll Slayers, Armoured Up Pikes, Gate Guards. Oh, I love this organisation as we're marching along. So yeah, he knows he's nice and safe. Double armour upgrade for the Evandom Spears. Getting that Fornos there and Defender look. The Trebuchet. Some Royal Court of House Family. So again, another sort of nice lance unit from these boys. So that makes me think that we're defending here. with the amount of Lancers we've got. Usually that's what you'll see from the defenders, they'll go Lancers. But over here, right, so we've kind of sat up here as well. Looks like Y2K is kind of prepared for a bit of defense. He's got his Dorwinion force, Merquindi bows, Elvill and Hammerguard Glade Masters there. Lots and lots of these Elvill infantry, so yeah, just like good purple swarm. But not very numerous. We see the catapult as well popped up from them. They don't have access to the trebuchet. They're not quite as... It's only really the Númenórean descendants that have that that fantastic technology. Lurtz Hunting Pack from Tsunami. Trolls of the White Hand. So yeah, nice to see the Lurtz Hunting Pack. Is that where we've got the General today? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, General with the Lurtz Hunting Pack is a cool choice. They are body piercing with those shots. I don't know, the Lurtz Hunting Pack seem to get forgotten about a lot of the time, but yeah, I don't quite know why. But yeah, Ballista there from Tsunami. Maybe it's just a bit too expensive for what you're getting, but they're pretty nice in a little engagement afterwards. So I like them in a siege defense and a siege attack as well. And we have the Nazgul here by Nuclear Destroyer, a name I have absolutely no knowledge of, I'm afraid. I feel terrible if I have sort of passed by him before. Armor upgrade for the no armor upgrade for the Executioners. Nazgul there. Blackguard of Barad-dûr. Lots of Blackguard of Barad-dûr, which is good to see. For getting those pushes. Dunaim Shadow Bows. Temple Guard. Good. The Orc Javes. More Minas Morgul chosen. Okay. Sauron's will as well. Okay, so not mass fodder army. Actually pretty, like, lots of, just quite a few elites. I'm not going to say heaps of elites. We could have gotten some more. But lots of elites. And not much fodder. So like a mid-line force to it. But, and Melkor's chosen over there as well for nuclear. And last we got Rhudaur. So, Django. So he is going to hopefully, well, maybe make up the numbers a bit here. So he's got some marksmen set up on this this hillside. That's great, this little height advantage. God, if we got some rangers, Harondor rangers sat up here, or maybe the Mordor rangers, we might be able to get some shots all the way over into Tommy there. As I say, this might just be a battle over the river from these two forces, because I'm not really seeing like a massive amount of money increase on one side. Lots and lots of these Rhudaur swordsmen up against Gondor. I maybe would have wanted an axeman or two, but again, as I've said before, the Rhudaur swordsmen just come in with that heavy hack with their swords that no real restraint, no fear for their own life. They just want to cause as much damage as they can with that blade, so they can chew through a good bit of armor. Dunman pikes even, not Dunman spears. Dunman pikes, Harondor pikes, and the Harondor berserkers too. So we'll go for 1 times speed here. Let me settle up for a minute. I think we've probably got a bit of a grace. So Tommy's setting up on that land bridge. Over there, are we moving across? No. Again, Diego is kind of just setting up on that bridge as well. What I will do, I'll have a read through Tommy's Discord post when he sent this to me. So there might be some information in the description to kind of explain what this battle's all about. If I can't work it out. But for now, it kind of looks like we're getting just a battle across these land bridges, with neither side really playing an attacker or defender role. It might just be both of them clashing, which I love a lot. Like I really like these field battles over a geographic location or some sort of man-made structure, or elf-made structure, dwarf-made structure even, or even orcish structure. So it's nice to just get a pitch battle done somewhere a little bit strange. What is this over here? I just want to see. One thing it could be is a catapult that has had to be left by. Oh, what the hell? They're moving. It's just 2 lads. They've been left by the rest of the boys have all left them, so it's just 2 of them trying to push that catapult by themselves. That's very odd. It's very strange. I've never seen that happen before. But okay, cool. Yeah, no issues. They'll get there. They'll get there when they get there. I hope that it doesn't interfere with Y2K when he actually wants to start, sending out those fireballs at the enemy. Okay, no, this is kinda So you're seeing the blue team really forming up for a defense. Maybe there is a bit of a numbers disparity, and I'm maybe just a little bit silly. It would maybe explain the, you know, more defensive nature of Dunland. I like that a lot. You know, usually we see Dunland as a siege attacker. So it'll be cool to see them mixing up in this defensive role. I like them as a siege defender. Lots of throwing weapons. Some decent numbers to like grind away on the front line. Now we just saw that disappear over there. No, okay, it just disappeared on the map because I guess it decided to follow this one instead. But they're coming. What does it look like on the minimap? Just doesn't even register these two boys. That's interesting. Medieval 2, you know, you continue to surprise me even to this day. But yeah, so the boys coming around. What we got for a defense? So it looks like we got, what, 3 land bridges? 4 land bridges? Yeah, so we got 4 land bridges, but at a 4v4, that's not a bad thing. You know, we can do some good grinding. Because then, even then, if we fall back from the land bridges, we've got 1, 2, 3 entrances. Okay, so we do have 1 less place to defend on the second line. But it'll be interesting to see when we decide to come back from that. Again, if any moments of silence, I'm usually just drinking tea. So I will return. Let's just jump to 6 times speed again. Again, as usual, there should be in the description a timestamps for when the battle actually gets going. So feel free to check those out. I do like to do some rambling at the start. I like to do some examining. I don't really like to make cuts. Yeah, just kind of because usually if I make a cut, I'll end up missing something, and I do like my ramble time. It's always pretty pleasant for me to just unleash my thoughts. That's all YouTube is for me at the end of the day. It's a diary. That's you know, I could just be screaming into the void right now. Oh shoot, yeah. So I'm getting very close. And at time of recording, I hope that by the time this video comes out, I've hit the 1,000 milestone. I think I should have, but maybe not. Something terrible may have happened. Who knows? But I will have to do a little recording, and I'll not have that one scheduled. I'll just have that one release as soon as I sort of see me. As soon as I see me past that 1,000 mark. I don't think it's going to happen in the next month. It'd be great if I do hit 1,000 subs in the next month. I'll try and do something fun while I'm still here, but I suspect I'm going to hit that 1,000 mark while I'm away. So that'll be a bit of a shame, but I'll make sure to record a special little celebration video and try to mess around with that. That should be a bit of fun. Maybe do something crazy like premiere it or something. I've never tried to premiere a video. Oh, the boys are back. They popped up. So it might be nice. Yeah, it might be nice to like do as a premiere or something so we can chat shit or whatever. We got the boys coming up. Vinegard now. What is this? Because I should be able to. I'll be able to watch. You know, I'll still be like active on YouTube. Fingers crossed. As long as my internet's okay. While I'm away, but I won't be able to record any videos, of course. We're still settling. Oh well, okay, cool. We'll set a 2 times speed for now, yeah. But looks like Rhudaur is coming in this one by himself. Mordor, played by Nuclear, again with that sort of slightly smaller than normal army, is going to be coming in by himself. And then over here, Tsunami and Dorwinion are going to be coming in side by side. Y2K. So let's go to. You know, with that unleashing of the trebuchet fire, what did he go for there? Surely it wasn't it might have been the Merquindi bows. Maybe just wanted to get a few of them rattled down. Who are they unloading into? That's good that they're going into Arthedain. Do we have an armor upgrade for the boys here? We do. Wow, but they are still getting absolutely roasted by that elven arrow fire. As I say, the only in my idea. The only human faction that can really, you know, skirmish with the elves is Dale. And Arthedain, even with that armor upgrade, just because they're lacking shields, I feel they're going to die very quickly. Now, me being a crazy scoundrel, I would have maybe kept that fight for a bit longer. I would have been happy to lose a few more of them, because I still think you're going to be able to get some good use out of those archers, even if you bring them down to like 50 or 60. I still think he's going to be able to get some good use out of them. So, and if he wants to use that high damage, quite accurate elven arrow fire against my ranged units, sure, I would say. So Django, he didn't actually have any rangers. Oh, we've got Harondor nobles hiding off there. Enslavers as well. I don't think I called those boys out. But it's good to see the Rhudaur marksmen set up. They can do a little bit of damage, but up against this Gondorian front line, Tommy's okay. You know, you can shoot at me whatever you want from this position. It's a nice position, but the only thing that Tommy's going to really be worried about are those javelins. And I like this this militia front line from Tommy, because, you know, he's going to have to be a little bit more cost effective. It'll actually, I think it'll exchange okay with the Rhudaur forces. You know, relying on a bit of that armor should keep them a bit safe. Yeah, we've got some arrow fire. We rinsed down one of these captains, but could be the captain of the Citadel Guard. No, I don't know. Don't know who this boy came from. Where was he? Oh, was he a captain of the? No, I don't know. Oh well. He might have actually been a Fountain Guard himself. Couldn't say. No, maybe militia infantry the other way. Does not matter too much. Because I'm seeing a big spear next to him. That was the only thing that's confusing me. Have we clashed? We have clashed already. And the trolls are in first. Okay, I like it. I like it, but I'm not sure. It's the... Let me just grab a shot of that for a minute. Because again, I'm very good at just forgetting to take screenshots later on in the fights. And then having to think, oh god, I need to... There we go, that won't work. And then I'm thinking, oh shoot, I need to actually take screenshots, and I have to go back and redo the battle. Or redo the, find a nice point to do. They're shaking. That's not good. And at least they're hitting the left side. Now those Bane Guard, they've got shields on their back. I actually do, some of them do. But I don't actually know if those Bane Guard have a shield value or not. Either way, with that armor upgrade, they'll be able to resist a bit of damage, but that still is a nice, super close range shot, so it's really how you want to use those Dunman Hunters. The issue with these low tier archers is just, I'm going to go down to 0.7, because I think things are going to get pretty crazy pretty fast. I know we've got 41,000 frames, but still, I don't want to miss anything. Elvellan infantry clashing with the Evendom spears. Normally, that would be a fight that would be very much in favour of the infantry, but the men at arms, the armoured up, very armour upgraded men at arms are there, and these Evendom spears are very armour upgraded as well. Maybe a militia force, but they're solid for it. Over here, Filler has been taking another beating with his Evendom archers. I'd be much more willing to see them take casualties. I know, they don't have as good armour as the Arthedain marksmen, but they have that shield value, which really lets them skirmish far, far better. So this is definitely like an attacker-defender scenario. Again, if Tommy has given me information on the money, then that should be in the description. Oh god, we've got half orcs on both sides here. This is going to be it's going to be a clash of those, because half orcs are pretty solid fighters, or I always find they're, what's the word I'm looking for? Resilient. They're resilient fighters, for sure. So it's going to be a grind. Defenders pouring, these low tier arrows into the front line right now, but I say they're doing it nicely. They're really close range, and yeah, you can see the balance of power. The defending forces are down on the balance of power a little bit. I like this a lot. Everybody's attacking. Like, the attacks are maybe not going great on any position right now, but we're coming in everywhere at once. We're not just we're not giving Diego a chance to send off his fancy units to go off and support anybody else. Leading the way with the Maulers is, this is the issue. Mordor just doesn't have much in the way of fodder. I'd maybe be tempted to even send in the Minismore Chosen first, just to get like a shield in that first attack. And now, yeah, so Tommy's he's not held the actual mouth of, not the mouth of his land bridge. What's the word I'm looking for? Just the actual front of the land bridge. He's letting Rhudaur come forward. He's letting these fallen Dunedain, fallen Dunedain descendants and their followers clash deeper in. Now this is a nice little, okay, that's a balanced engagement from both sides, and I'm sure Django will be okay if he can just kill man for man here, which he's not actually doing. Interesting. Okay, and those boys are shaking. Don't you be running on me, swordsman. I always talk up the Rhudaur swordsman every chance I get. So don't be being silly. Don't be getting beaten by these little militia boys. Those Citadel Guard from Tommy. I'd maybe be. Oh, I mean, what else? What else can you use here? I was going to say I'd want to save those boys right now. I wouldn't want them going toe to toe with the Rhudaur swordsman. But what little armor the Rhudaur swordsmen have will be getting pierced up with that Citadel Guard damage. So, right, Blackguard of Barad-dûr coming forward, just going to be getting used as a mainline infantry force by the looks of things here. Beast Hunters getting mixed up with the Sauron's Will, but that's a big, beefy unit to be losing right now. You can see all of that to javelin fire. That's a damn shame. Those Beast Hunters got some nice damage in there. Over here, Isengard doing what it does best, you know, committing to the grind, trying to bring these Dunlanding traitors back into the fold. Not many trolls in the right hand. We saw them get used early on. Going toe to toe with those poor Dunman hunters. They ain't going to be taking much damage in response to that. Oh, one Bane Guard even got through from Tsunami, but don't worry, this guy's got him. He's got him. The banner carrier. Oh no, they're happy to. Oh damn, we missed this banner carrier versus banner carrier squabble. Now, of course, right now it's a bit of a shame the Dunland banner carriers are Silver Surfers, but they will be in the coming version of the game, which again I hope is out by now. We should be into the new year by this point. We should be into January, I think, by this time this one is released. We are gonna have Dunland sorted out. We're gonna have a fully fleshed out Dunland. Now, I love what Filler's trying to do here. It's just not got the. It's not that it's got the speed, but you see. I thought there was maybe a little dip there. I don't know why those boys didn't get their lances down. Get out of there though right now. There's no. I mean, this is a problem we saw in I think the last Tommy fight I did. You know, the defenders were so keen to just use their resources. So okay, wow, good stuff, boys. I didn't think that'd be enough range, but they've made it. They broke. Well, they ripped up some of that unit. Y2K is pulling out because he doesn't want to get his infantry ripped up by the Royal Court. But the Royal Court is taking a beating from that arrow fire. A lot of those hit points being expended for sure. So I mean, we're maybe seeing a little bit of an issue that we saw in the last Tommy fight, which was the defenders are kind of in a rush to use up their vital resources. And I always get the temptation, but something we got to be careful of. Fire arrow damage coming into the Dunman. Dunman not really got that same brave Rhudaur essence in them. But so hopefully we don't end up bolting here. That would be a damn shame. They're wavering at 126. Right, good. Sort yourselves out, boys. We do not want you. That's why they're sort of breaking, because their left side is getting really pressed. We need something to tie this up. Now this is good for. I feel this is quite good for Tommy, and it's quite a nice way to, I guess. It's a strategy. I don't want to say it's always a great strategy, but it's a strategy to try and like force your attacker to expend a lot of their resources very quickly. Issue with that is you're going to have to expend a lot of your resources to deal with them. But if Tommy can have a real just explosive fight over here on the far left flank and force Django, who is again very very skilled player, if it is the same Django, this is of course War Django, not the Fear Django we've been seeing from the tournaments. So I'm not certain, but I believe so. If we can force him to expend all of his resources, yes, Tommy will be blooded afterward. He will definitely be struggling. Maybe he'll be almost wiped out. But the defenders will no longer need to worry about this area. Now, how did that go? That is a lot of militia. That is a lot more. Oh wait, but those are berserkers. So there are a few berserkers burned up there. But I still don't think that was worth it. Was it? Nah. Nah. Tommy, are you holding fire? Are you going in again? Where did that even come from? Jeepers sake, that was a long range chuck. Oh, you're all the way over here, Jesus. Yeah, okay, no, he's holding fire. I'm surprised that force didn't break there. Really, you know, that's Gondor discipline though. These Gondor militia, you got to keep in mind, Gondor militia are still pretty damn, you know, main line in comparison to a lot of forces. And when you give them that armor upgrade, these militiamen, as they may be called, you know, they've got better armor than most mainline forces. So it's pretty messy, and getting around the back of Django's gonna have to send something in to stop that, unless he wants this poor unit of Dunland Pike to just be sliced and diced without really getting much effect. The temptation from Django to just I'll be saying it a different way every time. Don't worry. The temptation just to flood forward with like heavy numbers here must be great, but the amount of firepower that Tommy still has, the amount of body-piercing fire that Tommy has to spend, and that bloody trebuchet. Speaking of that, there is a video, well, a replay I received from someone. Now, this is from a long, long time ago, so I do not see me actually being able to get back and do it, of course. But just to let you know, there's somebody sent me a video called, or a replay called Great Ballista. Now, they sent that to me back in early 2022. So, I think late 2021 even. Something like that. They sent it to me a long time ago. And so it was just called Great Ballista. Now, unfortunately, that replay file got corrupted somehow. I've done something stupid with it. And so I can't get around to that. So just so you know, if you're the one that has sent me that video, can we get some jabs into these boys? You're out of ammunition. But to be honest with you, I'd be me keeping those boys in there. Oh, he's worried about the archers, I guess. He's worried about getting them shot up, but we need something to get these Nazhai killed. Snagger? No. Not in melee. At range, though. Come on. Some javelin somewhere. I don't think we got... Riders of Orthanc. I'd get the riders closer and try and get a lob shot. I know you're going to get shot up, but for me, I feel it's somewhat worth it. Again, I'm crazy. I'm absolutely wild. I like to just see all my men die. My vibe is generally time is my enemy. Not so much time is my enemy, but I don't value time as a resource. I value kills, and that's good, and it's good and bad, and oftentimes bad. It usually will result in me getting some decent kills, getting some good efficiency for my units, so my units will all usually perform the way that they're meant to. But as I say, I'm usually one of the first defenders to have used up all of their resources, or attackers, usually attacker, to use up all of their resources. So at the end of the battle, I probably got some decent kills, but you got to keep in mind that's because I've been taking these fights that I think, you know, are the best for me, you know, the best for me to rack up kills and to get the most out of my units. And I'm maybe not thinking about is that a Black Wolves? Little Black Wolves formation there? Must be. So, as I say, I would be moving my Riders of Orthanc forward there just to kill off these Nazhai, to sort of get them off the front line, or get a few of them off the front line. See, maybe even the Black Wolves. No, you get the Black Wolves shot easy peasy. But I really don't like these Nazhai being in there, just not being challenged, because they'll just slice their way through. I really like that Isengard is sending them forward now. So Nuclear is coming up again with the smash. He's got his out of ammunition, more on archers. I think that's a good shout. Just something to take a bit of the beating for his boys. It's a bit of a blend though. I mean, God, if we had a ranger unit here, or Lord forbid, demons of the desert, this is gonna absolutely disintegrate. And we do still have a fair bit left, but it's elites, it's stuff that we maybe don't want to be throwing in there just yet. Over here, Tommy looks like we're doing all right. 33 for 32, so we're still neck and neck really. And Django is in almost. A few pokes and prods from the Citadel Guard. A few of these guys have gone down, but we are now in. And the defenders do not have any melee cavalry. They've brought lancers to the field. So you use one of these high tier lancers to catch them. But, oofed. Now what we need to do here, because these Citadel Guard are going to chase these Harondor nobles down until they are finished, we need something to flood in now to either make use of this gap or to hopefully stop them. Because this is amazing, but they have they've suffered to do this. Fountain Guard are in there. Fountain Guard are turning around. They're turning around to sort of stop that charge, and it's just Rhudaur swordsmen behind them. Again, yeah, if we had some more troops there just to... Oh, shoot, I didn't even see the Mithrandir's retinue piercing through Ziango. And yeah, we don't have like heaps and heaps of resources, but like we need something now. Where are those nobles? Damn, those nobles are being pushed back through now, which is such a shame. But there's a lot of spears. Gondor loves spears, you know. They big fans of spears. Spears, archers, armor is kind of their vibe. Surprised we don't. Well, I mean, I guess if we're in a defending role, but we're in a 4v4 defending role. So I'm kind of surprised we don't have just the generic Gondor spearmen. But I guess Tommy's gone for those Citadel Guard instead. Quite a big fan of the standard Gondor spearmen myself, but yeah, I tend to, again, I'm usually playing Gondor on the attack in a siege situation, which is actually, hey, that should have been, I've not actually recorded it yet at the time of this recording, but that should be my New Year's battle. Is me on Gondor. I think we're doing a 4v4 Gondor siege, so you should have seen that by now, I think. So that'll be hopefully exciting. As I say, the hope is I've got 3 special videos I want to record. So I'm going to try and record that sometime this week/weekend. New Year's video, which I'll use that one for. A Christmas video, which I've got a video I want to use for that as well. So again, you've seen that by now. Hopefully, if you want to watch it, it's there. And then also I want to do the 1000 subs celebration video. Now this is a nasty thing for Filler, because his boys are going to get shot on the right side if the attackers are wanting to do that. Looks like he's wanting to shut down those Riders of Orthanc though, which is a shout. Oh, we do have wargs. We got some warg riders. So if the attackers do manage to get through, then there are some things to shut them down. And of course, the bloody Riders of Orthanc could chase people down too. AP and melee with after they pull out those little hammers. It'd be great to see them going toe to toe with the Harondor nobles. Actually, those nasty sort of Morning Star maces just hacking in. Actually, what is yeah, because a Morning Star is not a flail. It's just it's just spiked mace, I believe. Hacking and smacking in with up against these nice, well-crafted Orthanc hammers. AP cav is something that is in rather short supply, I guess. Let's go for that. You got the poison arrow fire coming over the top. You got the nice sort of sturdy Arthedain line. It looks good, right? But yeah, I always appreciate maybe in a comment or something. I always appreciate like what sort of thumbnails are people liking, because most of the time thumbnails, as I say, for me they're sort of an afterthought, and they really shouldn't be. I should put more attention in them, and I do see, because there are times where I'll get a shot and I'll be like, I know that's good, and I will see a massive I'll see a bump in the views for that video, because people have obviously they've seen that. So I do always appreciate if you ever click on a video and maybe you're like, oh god, that video was shit, but I clicked on it for the thumbnail, let me know, because then I know how to bait people into it. I know which thumbnails people like. We got some firepower coming from up top with those marksmen, but again, this is lots of these Gondorians are going to walk through that sort of fire like rain. They really need AP to be crunching through them. I mean, the Citadel Guard need more than AP. They need they need something fierce getting around behind them. Mithrandir's retinue have been pretty effective, really. you know, in this tight space. For me, if I was one of these defending powers, I would have been super tempted to actually save my cavalry until we actually pulled back, because you know you got some great flat ground. You've got idiots like me who are going to get so excited about piercing through and rushing to the next line that you're going to catch me off guard and wipe out some really important units, and you're going to be able to do it quite effectively. So how's Mordor doing here? We're coming forward again with the Saurons. Well, over here the Harondor spears getting tied up with some chosen. They'll come out on top there. Probably. When you outnumber your enemy that badly, they should come out on top. They'll probably receive a little bit of support to help finish them off. Nuclear's made, as I say, he really didn't have that much in the way of resources to spend, but he's used them carefully, so he's still got a bit left over. Now I wonder where that catapult is. What's this? Why have we got the oh, I guess, yeah, keep the Uruk-hai Berserkers far back, but I'd maybe move them to here now. Get, you know, we can expose them a little bit. I'm trying to find that catapult. Where is he? I don't see that catapult. Oh dear, we took counterfire. We definitely took some counterfire there to the Merquindi Stalkers. But yeah, okay, Snaga Skirm's chucking off. But I was actually saying that because I need to actually try and think about which going to be my celebration recording, because I don't have that much in storage right now. I know that I can request at any point, and it's very possible that you've seen a post from me in Discord asking, hey guys, I didn't think I would need recordings, but I do. But yeah, maybe the temptation would be to try and do a, you know, the 1,000 subs video should be something on the new patch, you know, or that could be an idea. That could be an idea. But I don't know. I'll wonder. Cracking away. So I don't know. Either the 1,000 subs video should be something from the new patch as a sign of the future, or it should be one of the last few ones on the current version. I don't know. Again, the grind of Arthedain versus the armored Elvelyn forces. So if these proper, you know, I do call Dorwinion a Western Kingdom faction a lot, even though they are very, very east. Well, they're quite east, not very east, but they're quite east. But whenever I say Western Kingdom, I mean armored. I mean what we view as like a typical medieval, you know, knight type soldier. You know, so yeah, armor, nice shining plate, and a disciplined formation. That's what I mean when I say Western Kingdoms. So arguably, there's times where like Rune, you could, you know, is Western Kingdom. Filler is falling back now, and I think that's probably a good idea. It looks like he's been doing it slowly and carefully, but this is going to be sort of, I guess, a bit of a make or break situation, because we've got 4 positions, and we need to make sure that we're pulling back or breaking from all 4 positions at once. And it looks like, you know, Harad... Oh, but Harad's got a very short distance. You see So Filler and his hidden Dunland friend have got quite a long way to run back, and there's one choke point that they need to run through. Whereas Harad's got quite a short way. If I was Harad, though, if I was Diego, I'd be thinking about getting back, but I trust Diego's defensive. There are some players, and to be honest, like, it's every player, especially every player on defense, but all the players on, most of the players on attack too are pretty solid. You know, it's a lot of times where, you know, I look at these guys and I'm like, I actually trust their game sense and their abilities far more than I trust my own. So it's fun to like poke these things out, but you've got to keep in mind, you know, a lot of these guys, they know the game a lot better than I do. So if they're sticking around a bit longer, they probably got a reason for it, or maybe they got their blinders on and they're not too sure what's going on around them. That's a benefit that we have. I was saying to Aaron, another YouTuber, mostly puts out. Right now he's part of the SR. What are they? Stormcloak. Yeah, Stormcloak Rebellion clan. So he mainly seems to post out like Mount and Blade content, but he does post out the occasional Reforged video too. And I was saying to him, you know, because he was like, "Oh, I don't actually know much about Reforged," and I was like, "Yeah, you know, you don't actually have to, you know, you don't have to know too much. You just have to be getting it." Oh wow, oh, even missed this. Sorry about this, boys. Had some Cav. I had some Melkor's Chosen running in here, getting toe to toe with the Serpent's Fangs. Very good. Serpent's Fangs, sorry, Black Serpents. Ashari's Shadows as well popped up. We've not seen them. A lot of Cav for the defenders. But yeah, so as you say, you know, you can trust in the players to sort of know what they're doing a bit, but our main benefit comes from the fact that we can look around, we're seeing the full thing, we can slow it down, we can observe, and that's what allows us to sort of make our comments. 70, I don't think that's a nice... Oh, that's... God's sake. I just say, you know, of course, like, I know everything that's going on, I see everything that's going on, and I'm just looking at Filler's cavalry moving through his own men, thinking he's about to receive a charge. Not Filler, sorry, Hidden. So that's a nice pullback. A few shots in the back of the Royal Court of House Amlaeth. That's a bit of a shame, but they'll get out of there. Filler's got his pikes, some men-at-arms. I mean, if we lose those guys, it'd be a bit of a shame, but it looks like they're probably going to get out unless some Cav catches them. Half-Orc Spear Guard as well. They can take a bit of a beating. But that was a really nice retreat. I liked that a lot. And Dorwinion and Isengard, oh, well, saying that, Isengard took a beating to get through that. That's a... Jesus. I didn't really process just how many Uruks were actually going down there. And the Nazhire down to 11. Yeah, you see, the Nazhire still kicking... Oh, brave bandit. Man, come on. He's going to run away from you. Get one... Wow, damn. It would have been so beautiful if we just got that kill animation out there. But no, mate, you can get your butt out of there. Yeah, you've earned that. Dueling a Nazhai as the rest of the forces retreat around you, just like, no, mate, I've got him. I'll hold him back. Harad from Spears from Diego, 15 guys, happy enough just to leave them as a rear guard. But yeah, I mean, why not pull them back? Cool, yeah. You know, if you can get them out, no reason to just throw their lives away. Now, what's this? Routing forces, okay. I was thinking somebody else. I was thinking some other poor catapult crew has gotten lost. I do like this map. It's quite quirky little place. And it's definitely, I think it's really nice for a 4v4. I see, this is the thing I was mentioning from Tommy's last fight. You know, it was a 5v3, and I rattled at I was way too cruel to the defenders in that, and I was going through it again recently. And I think I was way too harsh on the defenders. I think that they performed pretty well given the circumstances, and I think it's maybe winnable, but we're seeing here, you know, this is a nice sort of 4v4 or maybe 3v4 situation. But if the boys tried to do this as a 3v5, no, I think that would have been curtains, and I think that's the same with the other one as well. Shame on those Black Serpents. That's a bit of a loss from Diego. We got a charge in there, but then we maybe just sort of forgot about them, and that's a good little win for the attackers. Again, don't have to really worry about that. And soon we will get the defenders blocked up. I like the mixed cultural elements here. Oh wait, no, this is Eastern. I thought this was like I thought these were. Oh no, there's some Western buildings. Yeah, okay, so it's like Mediterranean style. See, we got like nice mixed vibe here. Maybe what's the area like south of Gondor? It's like oh shoot, you can hire those axe mercenaries there in Divide and Conquer. Har something. It's not Harlinden. Is it Harlinden? No, it's not Harlinden. Definitely not Harlinden. No, that's Elven stuff. It's not Harlinden. Harondor? No. I'm not sure, but it's that area east of the river to the south of Gondor. Either way, that could be where it's a bit of a mix of cultures here. We've got the marksmen Harondors trying to run their way out, but yeah, they're going to be slamming into this line. To be honest, Dorwinion leading the way with the Vanguard is the right way to do this. So what are the entrances? He's only got one here, but it's primarily Y2K here. Again, another skill player. He's going to be careful about this. He's going to know his limits, but because he doesn't have much of Isengard to back him up now. Isengard's bled themselves. And they've earned it. They've made some good kills against Dunland for those losses. Whereas there are 2 attacking situations over here. But along with that, the other orcish faction of Mordor is kind of on its last... No, not so much on its last legs, but they're going to struggle to come forward somewhere by themselves. Those javelins still have a lot of ammunition. So we lead the way with them. Try to get some hits in here and there. That could be good. There's spears after, so a bit risky to charge at with cavalry. Spears of Orthanc running over here from hidden. Nasty, nasty crossbowmen. Trying to get some shots on some of these high value units as they move on up. Lurch Hunting Pack still active from Tsunami. Actually, sorry, no, they've got their blades out. So okay, they have been rinsing some boys down, but they've got their blades out. I do not see how they could have gotten into melee. But I mean, they're 2 hit point little unit to throw on in there. I think they've still got a bit of a ranger fighting style, so I think their defensive skill is not so bad. This catapult, we see the boys did manage to make it. Good for them. I was a bit worried about them, but they have come over here, so they'll be able to join the ranks. One of my mates have launched Chivalry 2 just there. Kind of a game I do actually have. I got it, somebody gave it to me as part of like a humble bundle, which was very kind of them. But never played it. Played the hell out of the Chivalry mod back in the day. I used to be a source mod machine back in high school. Yeah, I mean, they were free games. Some of these games were absolutely massive as well. These mods were absolutely huge. You know, the Empire's mod, Chivalry, the Chivalry mod, all of this stuff. These were great games, and they were free mods. So absolutely awesome. You know, the days of source mod Todd and everything like that. If you guys are aware of that, I still do watch Sanatos's content. He's a little bit, I like him. He's a nice guy. So yeah, I still do follow his content on YouTube when he posts stuff. Archers here from the Mornon Archers coming up into... Oh, we do have the Serpent's Fang on the field today. I love that little box on their capes. That's quite cool. I love that, and I like the fact that not all of them have the capes. Some of them are just like showing off their armor. It's really nice. But yeah, getting some shots in there with the Mornon Archers. I'd probably take that hit. I would take that as a target when they're bunched up like that. Absolutely. No shields, decent armor value for sure. But this is a unit that you're going to want to use in melee after. So whittling them down with arrow fire, that you're hitting some decent, accuracy. Maybe I'd even try and jimmy my jabs around here. I would have thought they could maybe thrown from there. But you might end up just sending most of them into the cliff. So it might not be worth it. Oh, shooting up and over. Oh, demons! Oh, hell, I mean, dude, if I could hit the demons. Absolutely. I'd be tempted to get a Temple Guard up there. Clashing now. So Y2K, I thought Y2K would be pretty slow, pretty careful here, but he's getting thrown on in. And saying that, even though he is by himself, he's been quite careful with his forces. He's got a lot of that good armor to rely on, so he knows he can grind for a while up against Arthedain. Sending in these Merquindi bows is a little bit risky, but yeah, Marksman going to be getting some shots into them. But as long as he gets them wedged right into the front line as soon as possible, he can do some good work. Oh, that's a spooky little charge there from these Dunman hunters. I thought that was actually troll men for a split second, but no. They'll just provide numbers for the front line. They will get gutted down pretty quick. But then mixing up with the Arthedain force would be a nice alliance. But still just hacking away. Y2K needs some either needs some support or needs to send something a bit more rigid into that melee confrontation. We do have a full unit of Urukai infantry. That's good to see. Nazhai, Tsunami's been pretty liberal with these boys, but yeah, get them in there now again, just to finish the job. It's good to see. Oh, a few bikes. I like this. Like, nice. 4 guys down, squatting down, getting their pikes ready. One of them just poking up at the top. We have those. Oh, we still have the Nazgul. I say that we still have the Nazgul. I don't see them. It's very possible that they were sent on in, and they have perished. Oh no, these shots are coming up and over. Looks like they're going for the Serpent's Fangs, but we need to pull them back just a little bit so they're not firing up and over like that. What are we going for there? Are we blitzing some stuff through? Looks like maybe... looks like body-piercing fire for a second. No? Oh, we do have Rangers. We do have Harondor Rangers from Django. I wonder what they're... Are they going through this? They're firing through this line. I wouldn't be... I mean, maybe they... You see, they probably were rinsing the pikes. I wouldn't be taking that shot, though. Oh, okay. Lancers want some action here. 113 before contact. Nuclear was pretty good at getting them away. Enslavers trying to come forward. Just axes. Just giant axes. Very damaging to cavalry, but don't have an anti-cavalry bonus. They're not phalanxes. I think they used to be. But that was a little... Was that before my time, or were they phalanxes in the previous version? I have a feeling that they were... I think they were. I think they were a halberd unit in the previous version. So I was playing Reforged then. Been around, what? Cheapers. How long have I been playing Reforged now? 2018 I started? 2017 maybe, I think I popped on Reforged for the first time. And started making content for it 2018. So, well, not making content, but making content about it. Yeah, jeepers, I'm not skilled enough to be making mods or anything like that. That's some good axes. Good stuff into the Wardens of Minas Ithil. That's a damn shame to lose these guys to... I know they're just, you know, archers at the end of the day, but they are not incredibly well armoured. Good defensive skill, so you can't parry away an axe that's coming at you. Elven Swordmasters do have that shield value to sort of allow for that. Oh my god, is that... No, okay, they're just waiting. They're just waiting for the push. Oh, yo, Tommy. That's going to be nasty. And yeah, more archers there from Tommy. So you can see, I like the way... Well, I like that we've seen lots of different ways to defend from the defending forces today. Over here, you know, Arthedain is really just set up to plug the entrance with what I would view as like a typical style. Just letting the enemy come at your front line. Ouch, that works really... Ooh. Okay, I mean, it's a lot of Dunman Hunters that went down. Not really much of, like... I didn't see much of, like, real quality go down. We just killed a lot of Dunman Hunters. It's up to you, really, whether you think that's whoa, what was that? That was just a poison arrow right past my face. That's okay. I thought that was like an artillery shell. Artillery rock, or frozen stone? Jesus, exploding whatever it is. But not an actual shell. That's high, okay. Grinding away against these Spear Guard wouldn't be too bad, but I mean the Spear Guard are getting some kind of 2v1 situation going on here. Blackguard of Barad-dûr from Nuclear coming over. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's backing up his buddies here. You could walk through that with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. Bandits coming in from hidden. Some of these, yeah, they've seen that the Naz High have approached, so he wants to finish off that duel. That bandit's coming in. Oh, axe throwers popping up again. And the thing with it's nice to use this, not abuse it. It's something to use. It's not something that can be abused. When a unit pops up from being hidden, enemy units get a morale. They get like a small morale shock. So it is always nice to have your hidden units quite close to the front line, because then when shit hits the fan and you have these guys pop up, you cause this like morale shock damage. So that's a lot of more Troll Hunters getting rinsed, and probably a few Dunman Pikes as well. Very sad. Of course, the more Troll Hunters, I'm taking them for those javelins, so I'm not in tears about that, but you really want them for melee after. Django's got his Dunman Pikes rushing forward, just engaging, but the veterans of his Gileath are in their armour upgraded, double armour 1. I don't know if that's 1 or 2. I think they can get 2. I think that, well, this is definitely their max level of armor upgrade. So this is where I tend to put my general. I know it's always a risk to put him in a unit that's not a 2 hit point, because he misses out on that extra hit point. But I like to put him in there. I like arch generals. You know, that's the way it is for me. Blackguard of Barad-dûr over here from Nuclear getting broken by the fanatic Southron forces. Javi's just trying to find their mark, trying to find a nice target for themselves. Again, those Serpent's Fangs have only lost one guy since we last saw them. That's where the general is too, so I'd be really tempted to get some javelins up there. You might get some lucky hits into him. I really like the Haradrim general. He's a really cool looking dude. Like that he sort of uses the two blades. Demons still just waiting. Defenders still have some of these like, nasty super weapons. We're losing a lot of infantry, especially over here. Now that Tsunami's come forward with his full unit of Uruk-hai infantry, that's something that is just tough to deal with. Really difficult to get through that armour. And just the general discipline and skill of the Isengard forces. Javi's coming up and over into the left side. Okay, left side of the vanguard. You know, take what you can get. Again, Stalkers still just creeping around. You might even... So I was talking about that hidden, pop-up hidden situation. The Stalkers could do that. Oh. Little burning blast there. Filler knows that once this breaks open, the Treb is going to be next to impossible to use. He's not going to be able to pull it back. And there isn't a final fallback point, really. Like, where can the guys go? Like, after that, it's going to be street fighting. Maybe here. But you can't store very much there at all, and you're so exposed. So if they lose these choke points, it's down to urban fighting, which, you know, holding my hand up, I'd love to see. I really love urban combat in Medieval 2. It's something that you see a lot of in, you know, like Dauntless Days, so Attila. You know, there's a lot of like urban combat in those battles, which I really think is cool to witness, and it's awesome in Medieval 2 as well. Oh, jeepers, that ballista has been slain. Probably sort of used up as ammunition or so on. Those Javis, that's a shame, but it looks like they had their spears out, but that could have just been because they were being engaged there. Nice little charge against those executioners. But yeah, so it'd be kind of cool to have like a last stand. Oh, okay. You can maybe have this as your last little area to hold. Doesn't look like you can cross. You maybe cross. No, you can't cross there, I don't think. Okay, cool. So that could be a last little final holdout position. Maybe I don't think you can go in there. Maybe you can, but either way, that's not what the defenders are wanting to do right now. Oh, I'm talking about them like they're gone, but the Numinous Gateguard are still standing. They can get thrown on into the front line for filler when he wants them. Bandits coming forward from hidden. We have an infantry standing by. These Blackguard of Barad-dûr getting broken there, but grabbing a few of the troll hunters that have broken on through. Just not wanting to let these guys escape. Fighting 1v1 up against those Uruk-hai infantry is a nice little situation for the troll slayers. They should be able to quite quickly. Yeah, you're seeing these Uruk-hai infantry getting sliced down without a problem. And it'll be quite cool to see these guys sort of behind the lines, what they want to choose, what they want to go for. Oh, unless lots of infantry floods on up to surround them, because they won't really win those 3v1 fights up against Uruk-hai infantry. Not in their beat up state. They would do that if they were on full health for sure. They could easily kill 3 guys. Last Royal Court is gone there. He's fighting to the death. So maybe... I mean, he's not going to come back from routing. Ah, that ballista from Tsunami is still active. He managed to get his boys out of there. So that'll be a nasty tool. Over here, it's been a while since we've seen Django and Tommy. He's had to pull back. He's had to get back, uses ammunition. Probably not how he wanted to. You know, expending a lot of this damage sort of on the very front line on the face of these Gondorians, but I would take this. I would, you know, unshielded marksmen of Harondor, I would unleash some hell on them, preferably javelin hell, but if it has to be, then axes. Maybe a little bit of overkill, lads. Oh, he's still around. Get up, General. Good lad. Man. Using up the last of those axes on himself. Nope, don't stop giving orders. You got nobody to give orders to. Get out of there. Good lad. Well done, General. And yes, okay, so he's pulled back, and the marksmen are flooding on forward now. It's fine. No shame from that General right now. He's been taking hits for the boys. Killing off that General. I mean, yeah, it would do something, but it's not a major situation, I don't think. Over here. Oh, some more burning from the boys. That's the catapult lashing hits on in, and that's caused a nasty break. I know it's just marksmen, but there's armor upgraded marksmen, so they would have not so much gotten kills, but they're tough to grind through. If I was those stalkers, I'd chase them down, not to pad my kill count, but genuinely I think that'll return. I think 36 boys there, they'll come back, and just at an inopportune time, 36 marksmen slamming into the back of our forces could be a bit of a nuisance. Yeah, okay, that's them back. The catapult. Oh. I mean, what are we doing here? Y2K, are you sending... I think those berserkers are going to go and finish them off now. Okay, I'm just interested to see what Filler does here. Because what I'd be really tempted to do, it looks like he's going to try and get them back inside. But I'd be really tempted to go for the catapult. You're not going to kill the full catapult team. But in an extended fight, he would. I think he would kill the full catapult team in an extended fight. But I just, kill off a few of them, lessen the chance, or increase the chance. Where is your other catapult? Is the other one still slow behind? There's something bugged with that boy. No, either way, he's not involved here for now. Yeah, because see, all he's done there is sort of slammed in the stalkers. I guess he just doesn't really mind too much. He's focusing on the rest of his forces, that's why. But I would have rushed for the catapult. Harondor pikes engaging here. Ooh, normally this would be a really nice fight for them. Alongside the executioners, yeah, okay, this they're absolutely mopping the floor with these guys. And oh, what was that? Body piercing fire, shadows. Ah, okay. But lots of armor here, girls. It's you're not going to be as effective. Those tempo executioners are going to be able to shrug off that damage. That's how it works, right? No, it's body piercing fire is always nasty, no matter who you are. But up against something as heavily armored as the executioners, that low damage arrow is not going to really sting too bad. Unless you're really be able to get a carving right through quite a few of them, might not be too effective. Unless we're talking about Elven Rangers, which are a little bit more devastating than human Rangers. Axe Stalkers, Hashari Shadows, maybe. Maybe they've still got their old value. Maybe they've still got their old higher damage arrow. That could be the case. But, I mean, well, hey, we were all referring to this, Rangers are going to be vastly changing, which I'm excited for. I am excited for, I think. I think it's going to change the game a lot. We've still got body-piercing units, but we've got far fewer of them across the board. I like it. I love Rhudaur, but I never really take the Rangers just because I'm often just thinking, like, shoot, am I going to get the right chance to use these guys properly, to get a body-piercing shot? And a lot of the time the answer is no. But now that Rangers are just this very accurate, very high damage arrow, yeah, you better believe I'm taking that to just about every confrontation I have with them. So I'm kind of I'm excited. I don't know what the other changes are exactly, but it should be good. Glade Mass just coming on forward now, mixing it up with these Wars of the North in there too. They'll keep the line rigid for a while. There's a lot of corpses here. Snag a skirms from my boy Hidden. No, they're out of ammo. Few Warg Riders there too. But I mean, again, that's 177 boys. If I was Hidden, I'd probably get them involved right. If I'm gonna get them involved, I'd get them involved right now. Just while they've still got men around them. They can try and take a hit from the Black Wall type thing. Looks like, oh no, okay, they're wanting to. That makes sense. They were there to plug a gap, which has happened, and that's that's kind of it. The trebuchet's actually been destroyed by the enemy catapult, so that's good. Tommy's sending over his trebuchet to try and help out. Attacking catapult may be out of ammunition, so it's coming rushing forward. Oh man, it would have been good to have, like, if you had something left to just sit there, see if you can tempt Tommy to send off a volley at you to try and counterfire your catapult. God, 2 generals down. Arthedain general fallen, and right after that we've got the Dorwinion general. But they have been bleeding each other dry throughout most of this fight. And another general! Yeah, and in the same space, within about sort of, what, 20 meters of each other, we've had 3 generals go down. It looks like Tommy's sort of forcing this engagement now. He's not going to wait for Rhudaur and Mordor to whittle him down. He's getting stuck in. The Reforged jabs are still present. They're going to be AP and melee, and with their javelins, that's going to be absolutely grotesque against this force here. There's no shields around it, so very, very bloody. Not any sort of, it's not a body piercing javelin or anything like that, but it's a very, very high damage javelin. Rhudaur Mark's been pushing on through here, trying to surround the Rangers. Okay, I was hoping they'd stand a little bit longer, but yeah, with trollmen there as well, nah, they did their best. So this is really where we've got a lot of the, I mean, I guess where the attackers still have their hope, and oh dear, that's one of them breaking over here, and yeah, no, that was it. I think the boys did the right thing there, trying to give it their all to get through there. Catapult crew coming in now. A last little stand, gutting some of these routing Snagga skirms. Very good, Snagga, you're winning. You've won the fight. Stop running away. Based. Wait, who was that chair? Oh damn! I thought that was the catapult crew celebrating. I thought we heard a celebration noise. No. Okay, right. I was. That would have been so great if the catapult crew came over, started celebrating right in front of the enemy. That's a good way to. Put them on edge. It's like, God, we're winning. What's going on? Why are they cheering? Yeah, sending the trebuchet back from Tommy, but those splashes were kind of necessary to help just break the morale of the attackers there. What we got? Hishari's Shadow's running out now, sort of running free, gutting down these. Whoa, that was a good throw. Well done, that guy took some air. Killing off their body-piercing foes. Reforged jabs stuck in melee now. Hopefully they got their ammunition used up. We're seeing the general tucked in with the enslavers, and some swordsmen still alive too. So okay, that's going to be. I mean, they'll do their best. They'll still do some damage. But we're seeing the end of it now as the veterans of Osgiliath come forward. Where's that general for Gondor? Is he coming up now? Oh, last few Rhudaur marksmen there slain by the veteran. Yeah, no, he's thinking about it. He's very injured. He doesn't, he's done his part. He's done his part for this fight. Man took like about 4 axes to the chest. Javelins there from the orcs. There's still Nazgul. Okay, well, I mean, there's not really much that can be done here, but those Nazgul are going to rack up some more kills. A few of them a little bit bloodied. Champions in Afarat should be a nice counter to them. They'll do okay. Southrone archers, if we just start pouring firepower into this area. But yeah, no, good stuff, Diego. Let's get... don't just sit and shoot them. Get mixed in amongst them with the champions. That'll be nice. A few survivors coming over from this front line. Rangers, what have they got? Looks like the last... Hammer Guard, or it was either a Hammer Guard or yeah, okay, you fair play lads. Hammer Guard or an elf there that they've brought down. That is one troll shot axe thrower stuck, just vibing. Not really sure. You can route. There's nothing around you, mate. You can get out of there. How? Oh wait, he must have run all the way from over here. Where are those Nazgul? The Hammer Guard pierced right on through. They're trying to hunt down the Spears of Orthanc. Yeah, fair enough. Get out. How are those champions? Because those champions have AP. Wow! Holy smokes! The champions are getting sliced up. Oh, javelin fire. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nazgul are scary. They do a lot of damage. But I was very surprised to see that. But no, okay, good work there from Nuclear, causing some last little bits of damage to this defending force. Nazgul coming back. It was just a few of them holding off the champions to avoid any friendly fire, because those javelins would have been a bit nasty than Nazgul. It's good to get them, if those jabs are out of ammo now, yeah, get them stuck in amongst the Nazgul. Try and take some hits for the Nazgul. Extend their lives tremendously. Ooh. Okay, no, I thought that was a Rhudaur noble, but no, the general is shared between Dunland and Rhudaur. So no, that was Dunland's cav charging on down to wipe out that general. No, not too many generals left on the field. Demons of the Desert coming in, and it looks like it's just a full swarm on the Nazgul now. So you can see just how much the Nazgul affect the balance of power. I know there's still a few survivors, Temple Guard, they're okay, yeah. Shadow bows and stuff, but you see just how much it actually affects the balance of power, just because of how many hit points those boys have. They are, and because of how good their stats are. You can't really trust the balance of power in the base game for sure, you know. But here in Reforged and other mods, the balance of power is just not built for it. I like that we've got it. It's always good to glance at and to get a general idea, but you can't trust it. Just because it says you're going to win, yeah, do not get confident because of that. Rise of Orthanc running pretty free now. To be honest, fighting nearby that ballista might actually give them some advantage. That might actually sort of stop a charge a little bit. Or might intercept a man or two. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so we're going to be getting the grind here. So I really, this was a fun little fight actually. I like that map. I like 4v4 sieges as well. 4v4s, 3v3s, like, you know, I'm a big fan of people just trying something a little bit different in Reforged. Even, you know, if it doesn't really work out sometimes. It's always interesting to me. So when we do end up with like a 4v4 or you know, something of that nature, I like it. Yeah, it's kind of green up in the northwest. Again, yeah, that kind of makes sense. You know, it's more. Oh yeah, it's very very wet land there, very marshy. So yeah, we got a lot more greenery. So we got the general death there. So the general was in amongst those Nazgul, and the general is actually not going to be as strong as the Nazgul in his unit. He would be very powerful, but I think there is a limit to like how many hit points your general can have. So, but now that we've seen the general go down, we know that those Nazgul shouldn't be too far behind. Spears of Orthanc coming forward, just going to be quite resilient. Oh no. Oh, I thought he was just going to throw them into melee. I know they had some ammunition left, but no, I think he just wants to get some point blank fire. So yeah, we'll hover around until the end. I don't really like to. I know a lot of people don't really like to speed up the end of a fight. So that's, I get that. Like let the last boys sort of fight it out for as long as they can. Those demons are getting gutted. Goodness me, Nazgul are freaking menaces. I really thought that they'd struggle so much more against the champions in Arthedain. I know it was the javelins that did a heck of a lot of the work, but still. Thought it would be really messy for them, and then the demons I thought would be a decent unit to fend off against them too. I know the demons don't really have much in the way of like a defensive ability, but still, you know. Would have been okay. But yeah, so as I say, I like people trying something a bit different, and I keep in mind as well, like I'm very open to like a 2v2 siege or something like that, like a 3v2 siege or whatever, and you know, sometimes that allows us to play in smaller areas, you know, defend and fight in different ways in different places. I'm always, yeah, it's kind of cool too. So don't, if you do have a kind of interesting battle that you think was quite fun, if it's not super close, then let me know, of course. But yeah, you know, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. But I say I think this was close, especially no, it was. I'll check out the money. Money information should be in the description if Tommy gave it to me. Fingers crossed. If not, then we can imagine. We can imagine it was probably standard money, just split between four armies instead of 3 defenders. Which is why we didn't really maybe see as many elites as we'd expect. Where's the boys? Where's the last few attackers? Oh god, please tell me we get an ending battle screen. Please, please, please. We're roaming around for something. Oh no, the Spears of Orthanc are fighting one last Nazgul somewhere in amongst them. Yeah, he's there. Good, good, good. Was that one troll man there survived? That's good. I mean, his hits would have been really messing up that Nazgul. So let's have a quick look through Tommy. Veterans actually racking some good kills. A few of those will be in melee as well, so it's nice to see. Fountain Guard, of course, just doing the Lord's work. Absolute beasts as they are. Mithrandir's retinue, pretty, I mean, he had to be dodging out the Harondor nobles too, so that was quite impressive. Infantry, so that's what the militia infantry. Actually doing okay. I mean, you got to keep in mind, they were going toe to toe with Rhudaur swordsmen. It's very rare that a defender is going to have to worry about his infantry getting bested by the enemy infantry. But that was a situation that Tommy had to deal with here. Had he wanted to, he could have gone for the proper Gondor infantry, saved it, well, you know, had to save some money elsewhere. And he could have relied on his front line lasting a bit longer, but no, he went for the militia, which I didn't know you could get 5. I thought you could maybe get 4 of them before you hit the red limit, but no, it seems you can get 5. And yeah, the Treb, of course, doing some good work too. So that was pretty rock solid. Lots of prisoners there from Diego, but yeah, just fighting against those Mordor forces. Nuclear had a much bigger army than I thought, 25k, but yeah, you see Django really bringing the numbers, which I appreciate with 3k. So no, that was a lot of fun. That was pretty damn good, Tommy. So I need to really plan out what I'm doing with my last few replays, and see where they're going to fit in. Cool. Thanks very much, and I will see you later.